morning of day one here. Day one of a 3-day trip that'll take me hopefully up to Silliman Lake for the night tonight, up and over Mt Silliman, and then down the Silliman Crest to Silliman Pass, then hang a right to Ranger Lake for night 2, and then back up and over Silliman Pass past Twin Lakes, and then ultimately close the loop back at Lodgepole. But we're here at Silliman Creek in the background. It's kind of our landmark to leave trail here, so we're going to be heading off trail, even though from what I understand there's a pretty well-worn path. So we'll see, and we'll fill you in with more. Alright, I'm going to try to do this in between gusts of wind here, but it's afternoon of day one, so we made it up to our home for the night. So Silliman Lake, really pretty. We lucked out on the smoke earlier. As you can see, it has moved in pretty good. Not super bad, just hazy. It's not like you can smell it too badly or taste it or anything like that. I don't think it's super unhealthy, but in any case, I'm glad it wasn't there when I was huffing and puffing up the friction flap section. That was, I don't know what the gain is on that. It's got to be almost 1,000 feet, pretty much just straight up over exposed granite, which is kind of fun. Just make your own little baby switchbacks. But yeah, I got here around 12. Just been hanging out, relaxing. Just had a nice little nap. Just been reading my book. So yeah, tomorrow gonna wake up and try to summit Silliman, try to get up and over onto the crest, and then head to Silliman Pass, and then just see what I feel like, whether it's ducking down to Ranger or maybe making day 3 shorter and hanging a left to Twin Lakes. Or who knows, maybe just going all the way out, as I'm known to do. But anyway, so far so good here. Alright, it's morning of day 2 here. Just left the zone of Mt Silliman, a chilly summit. As you can probably hear, it's kind of windy. Very overcast. I've not seen the sun yet. It's, I don't know, it's probably almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, as always, everything's in flux out here, but kind of sprinkling, even lightly snowing this morning, so I decided rather than tromp my stuff up and over only to get caught in a rain or snowstorm, I just decided to day hike to the summit. So now that I've got that accomplished, I'm just going to head right back to camp, pack up, retrace my steps from yesterday rather than get stuck in a storm. And it's kind of fortuitous because the original plan called for me to drop over Mt Silliman onto the Silliman Crest to get over to Silliman Pass, and I knew that would be tricky, but man, it is nothing but steep chutes, so something I wouldn't want to do with a full pack. So I probably would have turned around anyway, but I would have lugged on my junk up here for nothing. So as always, a good trip. I'll fill you in with anything that happens between now and the car, but shouldn't. But yeah, good trip in the book. And also, forgot to mention, one of the cool features of Mt Silliman, it's a very cool summit. It's my first time up here, but I've heard about the foxtail pines. So it's all these little, well, not so little, they're bigger than their cousin, the bristlecones, but same. They grow in really high, really harsh environments, but they look to be really old. I think some of these up here are thousands of years old, so pretty cool to be the only one up here right now with just some ancient trees and some biting wind, but really cool. So just wanted to mention that as a side note.